What is going on, guys? You guys did it. The community did it. You guys bitched about a character so much that they actually decided to change it. I just find it kind of funny because specifically this character, in my opinion, was actually not that bad. I don't think that they needed a hero remake, maybe just touched up how the character works slightly, which is kind of what a hero remake is. Yeah, I know. But I didn't really think he needed to be touched that much. Maybe his damage total, because people said he was doing no damage, but what they did to him is kind of what he needed. And it's actually the same buff that kind of Corvus needs as far as like making it easier to get your awakening mode or whatever like that. So yeah, we're gonna go into the details here and let's see what they did to the boy Ken. Now let's just change it up here. Like, he's losing his passive. So my issue with passives, like the way Ken has, is that it only really works when you're either like when you're getting attacked. And I don't like passives like that, because then in the way that the game works, sometimes even if you put a character in the front, it does not mean that the character will be attacked. It just means that they have a higher chance of getting attacked, but it does not mean that they're guaranteed to be attacked. That means that you might never, or like they even say here that sometimes it would take 5 turns to use your ultimate. And it's like, yeah, because you guys didn't want it to. They wanted it to be like Ravi. Like, you know, it takes a long while, but Ravi gains it when she attacks, gains it when she gets attacked, and all that great jazz. Plus she has automatic healing, so she can kind of sustain herself. Now Ken didn't have that. Ken was just built on HP, and you would just kind of hope he would survive and then do his ult. But his ult, I don't think, did crazy amounts of damage. So now let's look at the changes. Is that now he's gonna get a grant. He's gonna get a buff called Vigor. Now let's go over down, because Vigor gives him cool stuff here, and cool stuff here, but only on the S3 does he get Vigor. I have to point that out, because even though they changed how he gets his ultimate, you still will not start the battle with this. You have no access to this in the beginning of the fight whatsoever. You will get Vigor when you ult for the first time, and it will still cost 100 to get it. But in this passive here, actually it's in the S2 passive if I'm not mistaken. No, it is not. Alright, it's in the S3 passive. You will start the battle with 50 fighting spirit. So now you will start halfway through the journey, and again, you'll be gaining 5 every time you get attacked. Now, that still would take a very long time getting attacked, but you now have the ability to get, you're going to get a 15 when you use the ult, but when you use the ult, you lose 100, so you're going to be back to 15, starting off there again. But here in the S2 passive, as you notice, I'm not even talking about what any of the moves do. This is very important, okay? This is important, I promise. Is that when you defeat an enemy now, you will get 40 fighting spirit. So think about this. If you start the fight with 50, get attacked twice, then kill a target, then he actually has the ability to then, boom, he can automatically then ultimate there, grant the Vigor. All of a sudden, the Vigor on the S2 has a 100% chance to decrease the target's defense, ignore it, and affect resistance, which means as long as it does not miss, it should land. And again, this is scaling off max health. So this still scales off max health. I think the ultimate still, yes, it does, scaling off max health. So that is crying to me, and I don't know what people were building on old Ken, but you are going to need some counter. Now, the Moonlight Ken obviously was running counter, but now counter is going to be really good for the fact is that you can get attacked, you can counter, get a kill, and the more chances that you have at getting a kill is going to be fantastic. So you have to increase your chance of getting a kill, and countering kind of helps you with that. So that's kind of what it is. Also, his S1 now burns. So yeah, I don't know if there's no way that they always have that. I don't think the burn is good, because at the point that a burn is scaling off attack, and his other skills kind of scale off max HP, so it just looks like a nice to have. But burning scales very high off attack, so it means you can build them into both, and we'll see how that works. Now it does say here, if Ken will attacks with burning, he is granted the buff Vigor. Okay, wait. All right, we're gonna do. If Ken will attacks with burning, he is granted the buff vigor. Yeah, I just I don't know what that means. Yo, man, sometimes they be putting stuff. I mean, once Rin had a shield and a sword, I knew we were all doomed. All right. I think what this is actually saying is that the attack base damage increased by approximately 105, and so I think that when it's just written really weirdly. When he has vigor, he has the chance to burn. I think that's what it's saying, right? Yeah. Let's back up here. He has a chance to burn when he has vigor. That's what it's saying here. Attack base damage increased by approximately. Well, I think maybe the vigor buff also gives this too. That because it doesn't tell you really what the vigor does. Some of these things have effects when vigor is active, but that I think it's also telling us here that attack based damage increases by approximately 105%, and health based damage increased by 5%. Obviously, you can kind of get health higher than you can get attack, so they didn't want to scale it too high. 105, I feel like that's the burn. Like, I don't know, maybe you guys in the comments can tell me, because it just confuses the heck out of me the way that they wrote that. Okay, acquire 15 fighting spirit. So again, they changed this again. So you get 15 fighting spirit. Now this has no cooldown still, right? No, it does have a cooldown. Oh, so it's just like Corvus. So he actually gains 15 when he attacks now. Let's see if you gain anything here on the S2. No, you don't. So again, counter, and I'm reading this as I go on, right? So counter is going to be a lot better. Now you can actually gain 20 every time you attack. Attack and counter is going to be your best friend for this unit. It's going to be insane. He's going to be ulting a lot. The only problem is that I thought the S3 did have a cooldown, which would have been nice because of how it's kind of like a Ravi. I think that they should change that. You know, sorry if you don't agree, but I do think that they should have made it like Ravi, that if he can manipulate his ult, he can constantly ult. That would have made him a really cool unit. I mean, this looks like a really cool change, but that would have been also really cool that instead of like Corvus is the same way, like you have to get fighting spirit, you have to get the fighting spirit, get the gauge, and then you have to wait for cooldowns. So it's like, it's kind of disgusting. It's like, dang, I gotta wait all this stuff. And the soul burn is going to be in the S2. So they put the soul burn on the S2 so you can, with vigor, ignore defense and then hit them with the ultimate. That's going to be insane. So Ken is looking pretty good. If you have Ken, you probably like, damn, I was trying to make a low tier build, and the game was like, nah, bro, your character's top tier. Your character's top tier now, man. This is actually an insane. This is a crazy different. Like I said, it's 20 soul burn, S2 automatically. But this is, again, a lot of his stuff goes off of him S3ing first, so he's still a little bit slow. So it's gonna be hard to validate him in arena unless you're running a super bruiser comp, like a comp that is completely all about, I'm going to sit here and win, and you're going to struggle, and I'm going to win, and you're not going to do anything. Because a lot of the times you don't want to attack the health unit, but he's going to be a threat if you sit there and let him do stuff. He's going to be able to still S2. It's only 75% chance he can still S2 defense break you and then constantly attack you. And it's like I said, with counter, if they AoE hit too much, you're going to have the ability to attack back. Now, of course, depending on the artifacts, he's going to be healing, or he's going to have the effective resistance one, or he's going to have the tooth, but I think the tooth scales off attack, and you're not going to really want to build that much attack on him. So I really think that this is going to make him more sought after, but will he be like reroll worthy? I don't know, because I definitely think, like I said, he's starting off with 50, he gets a kill, he's at 90, but if he also attacked in the round, then he's going to be at ult. You know, but how strong is this ability? How strong is the S1? Because the S1 is going to be super important. Like, what do you even level up at this point? Like, I guess you have to S3. Yeah, you have to level up the S3 to lower the cooldown at least. But then after that, it's the S2 into S1 or the S2 into S3, and you know, after you, depending on how easy he kills, and his damage total, his modifiers are probably going to be off the rocket 9 times out of 10. So, what do you guys think? Would you summon? If you were to summon and get Ken, would you be happy? If you already have Ken, would you be like, okay, now I'm really gonna build him? Or are you gonna say like, well, there's no place to put him, I still have units that are already better than him, even with these changes, I'm gonna keep them. What do you guys think? I always wanted Ken because I always thought he was really cool. I mean, his ultimate always looked really cool to me. So, but these little changes will allow him to really, really flex out here. S2, and remember, if you know the like how you're acquiring spirits, you could S2 soul burn it into S3. And that will probably do a crap ton of damage. I love max HP scaling units, so I would bring him CC, bring in Kakarot bot, and like Destina, or like, you know, a really crazy healer, and just have them sit there, and you are not breaking that unless you have like AoE defense break. And you can just have, you know, have Jet in there. Have Jet to, if they even try to AoE defense break, Jet will slowly but surely take off each defense break each turn as they pass. That would be crazy. That's my team comp right there. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you liked this video or like the content that I put out, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And yes, I'm going to be annoying you guys with this. And of course, if you guys are interested, feel free to blow up the Patreon. I really would appreciate that, to further the love of the pursuit of the journey of the master. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. All right, peace.